Oh, damn, I'm out here. What's good with it? Black Goose TV family, we back.
You see what it is, bro. We got the Crenshaw team. We got the Tom Hill figure. I ain't got ain't going to him more. You know we don't know.
You know what I'm saying? We told y'all, man, we was finna, we was finna leave. What that happened? We told y'all we was finna go, have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? We got a little food, got a little slum minutes. Shout out to snipers because as soon as we got off this joint, one of the craziest things happened in the world that we just keep on talking about.
Y'all saw what happened.
I'm just disappointed, man. I'm not disappointed, man. It just hurts my feelings. I'm actually happy I got off before it actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have hurt my soul. Yeah, we here now. Yeah, okay. So I'm like, that would have hurt my soul to the mug. You know what I'm saying?
Cause we were big Ty. Like he a little bit bigger Tyron. Like I'm a Tyron fan, but he a bigger Tyron fan than me. So I know this hurts more than him than it does me. But it's be the same as if like I feel like if Tank get knocked out.
Man,
like damn Tank.
I'm like, so. Remember, supposedly I'm trolling, right? In the Fluence lounge. Jake Paul's greatest ever, blah blah blah, right? Trolling, he finna knock, da da da. But at the same time, even though it's not stated, his prediction was finishing Tyron Woodley sooner than when I said, right?
I don't know what gave Tyron that fade.
But this is me, and this is why I fuck with snipers, because I'm like, somewhat of my prediction, I actually didn't see Jake Paul.
I didn't see flatlining,
bro. And I'm gonna say this: that wasn't fake, man. In my opinion, how you feel? What you feel about it? You think it was fake?
You know, when it comes to money, man, you can't never be too. You know what I'm saying? Just being like, oh, this is da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart about it. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like he did get caught with something. But at the same time, I feel like he kind of knew it was coming. In a sense, though. Just because I'm like, how you feel. Just how you feel. Like, just watch how you feel. That's all I got to say. Because I'm like it was different what happened to Pacquiao, in my opinion. I'm like, when Pacquiao got hit, he really didn't see that coming. I don't think none of us seen that coming. But with Jake Paul, you could say, like look, like, how you.
But like, from that angle, remember, at first, I was skeptical. But from the other angle, you see, he dropped his hand.
As soon as he threw it.
Look, that was great. Look, he was timing that. That's the thing that a lot of MMA guys have a bad habit of doing, is you can drop your hands and be comfortable in MMA because you're setting up certain things. You can't do that in boxing. You need to have a high guard. And if you are dropping your hands, you have to have an incredible understanding of distance and control where you can't get caught with something like that. He didn't know what range he was in when that happened. You see what I'm saying? Because he got comfortable. He got to a point where it's like, I'm roughing up Jake Paul. I'm winning the fight. Snipers had Woodley up on the cards. When we was about to go, we had Woodley up on the cards. We didn't expect this. It was getting born. We was like, Woodley, this is going to go 8 rounds. Probably going to be a split decision win to Jake Paul. Maybe
man, we got to start getting my man on the look like that, man. God damn. Like, my Lord. What's up with you? Let me go right there. Just let him talk. Like, okay, all that hype right there. Like,
was like,
I'm tired. I'm like, oh my God. Like, why he?
Look what he said. He said, but remember this, even this, that's crazy. You feeding into his narrative. Because remember we was watching the weigh-ins. What was he saying right there? And we thought it was hype a little bit. He did exactly what he said, man. He did exactly what he said. Go ahead. Show that right there. Look at that picture. Go ahead. Click on that picture right there. You can't fake that right there, man. He's asleep on canvas that other people were sweating on. You don't do that for no money. I don't care how much money you paid. I don't care. People talking about his rig. Yeah, see what his go to his real quick story. See what his story's talking about. He's confident for a reason, man. I say this. He doesn't have the greatest boxing skills, but
he knows enough.
He knows enough. He knows his opponent, who he's fighting.
But he's been training and sparring with certain people for a minute, though. It's not like he hasn't seen where he's kind of been at, you know?
And his power is real.
Damn shame.
Woodley is the worst, though, because Woodley was really sleep, bro.
Oh, man.
Woodley was really sleep, bro.
Graphic. Hide your children. You want to get up on that Tyron, man?
We're gonna get there. Let's digest that just a little bit. Let's digest this because remember I was questionable whether or not. Remember we looked at the last pay-per-view numbers. It was what 480 to 500K. You think this is when I sold it? You said it was going to do just as much. I said there's no way.
Yes, yeah, I sold it.
You definitely. I'm like,
if a sniper's got it, I sold it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised the snipers got it. I'm like, bro,
because he wanted to really see, and it seemed like not, bro. Now Jake Paul is gonna be a pay-per-view cash cow. Anybody trying to deny that is hating. You just strictly hate. Like if Javante has anything to say, like he's right if he wants to fight him. I feel like Javante probably still get that nigga work with, even with the weight advantage. But it doesn't matter because I'm like, it's not gonna happen.
Isn't that the craziest thing though? I'm like, Javante supposedly the cash cow. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly he was.
Terrence Crawford just had bad. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off, but Terrence Crawford just had, in my opinion, and it's on Bob. He had bad promotion. I never knew where his fights were. My dad used to be like, "When is Terrence Crawford going to be fighting?" I'm like, "Damn, I don't know." I used to have to Google it, and I'm like, he's fighting in a month. I'm like, I didn't know that.
His sniper is a real boxing head, bro, and he's never even seen a real Terrence Crawford fight. Think about that.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I would never expect that.
But that's what it shows you when everybody kept saying, man, even that dude I was telling you, he's something like, oh no, you're not gonna knock him out and Earl this, Earl that. And then when I was like, when he knocked him out, he's like, it's not gonna happen. And then when it happened, he's like, man, Earl better. I'm like, that's why you gave me like his rebuttal was just like, damn, like he was right. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, don't act like you know just more boxing than me, bro. Like, I really watched this man fight in, fight out. Like, he's cold at 147. It's like he wants to show people that he really about that versus him having, like, I feel like when he fought Ndongo, is that what his name is? Yeah. We watched that, right? It was low-key a landslide when we first seen him. We was like, it's going to be over. He didn't even switch stance that fight, bro. He was all orthodox.
Because he destroyed that man. That man wasn't even close.
But when he went up and we was like, okay, he going to fight Jeff Horn, that's when we was like, okay, Jeff Horn isn't necessarily the best, but he is a champion. So we was like, this is going to be a good... Destroyed that man. Destroyed that man.
But I'm like, what are we seeing? Like, is this a shift? Like, is this a shift in boxing? Like, nobody was really looking for the Tyron Woodley Jake Paul fight, in my opinion, for the rematch. Even though it showed a lot of people watching the first fight, but I think anybody Jake Paul fights, a lot of people are gonna have a lot of eyes on it. So him all of a sudden replacing it, like, I wasn't really that excited for this fight, but I wanted to watch it because I really actually thought Tyron Woodley would be able to make adjustments, and
he didn't make any adjustments.
Not only that, is there something that we can say that the Floyd Mayweather fighting style is only good for Floyd Mayweather, as well as the training?
It only
style?
Works for Floyd, or it only works for people that are that little.
Also training though.
Yeah, from them like their age group.
Or like no one's successful when it comes to imitating Floyd in any type of way.
Only Canelo. That's the only one you can kind of see.
But Canelo didn't really imitate Floyd.
Nah, he had his own style before Floyd, but he just didn't do a whole lot of movement like that. He was coming more for it like
but
this.
But him adding the movement was added to what his original style is. You feel me? It's not like he's strictly being like, I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to be like.
Yeah, he just sometimes he'll come like this, though. He'll fight like that, though. Yeah. We've seen it, so.
But I'm like, anyone we've seen that's imitated Floyd or tried to. Like, I haven't seen any success.
Because Javante doesn't fight like Floyd. He has similarities.
Because he doesn't train with Floyd. He has the people that he came up with.
Because he does certain, like, you feel me, moves like Floyd would do. But I feel like Sweet Pea did them type of moves too.
I don't think Javante fights anything like Floyd because he comes.
No, Devin Haney do a little bit though.
Yeah, that's because Devin Haney is trained under Roger Mayweather Senior.
Yeah. I mean, Floyd. Yeah.
But I think Roger's some too as well when he was still alive. R.I.P. Because he his father took him around a lot of different gyms. There was a moment when Devin Haney was in that Las Vegas TMT gym for a long time, And a lot of people thought he was going to sign with TMT, but Eddie Hearn,
it was better that he didn't because he got big money.
Absolutely.
And he'd have been under Rolly, Javante. It'd been bad for him.
But for Javante, I'm like, he came up under, that Baltimore Calvin, Coach Calvin, and they have a total different style. But so he's never really, he'll be at that gym, but he has his coaches. So, but anyone who, in my opinion, who imitates Floyd's style, in my opinion, is just not successful. I just haven't seen it in my, like, I'm gonna do exactly what I just haven't seen it. And the reason I'm saying that is just because, what was I saying?
I don't know where you was trying to really go with it.
What was I talking about? Imitating Floyd's style.
You were just saying it didn't work. I guess you was trying to say Tyron. I don't know if Tyron was doing it.
Oh, that's why. Thank you, bro. The reason why I was saying that is because Tyron Woodley's main coach is GT the Great. As much as he's a really good coach, Gerald Tucker, as much as he's a really good coach, he's brought up in Roger Mayweather. He's trained these different fighters. He's training Adrian Broner. He trained Adrian Broner for his last couple fights. But I'll give him that. He's getting Adrian Broner back in shape. So I'm giving that. So, but even at the same time, he's trained Floyd Mayweather for the Logan Paul fight. I think that type of style is good for muscle memory, but you have to learn to fight a specific way in boxing that can capitalize your strength and your traits. Sorry for being long with it, and I don't think that does it for you. I don't think the way that they train will be able to utilize what Tyron Woodley can do. I think Tyron Woodley chose the wrong coach.
Clearly.
But maybe he's just washed.
He been washed though. He ain't been the same since that. Like he beat Darren Till, but Darren Till's, he kind of over it.
I know now that we're seeing.
So it's like, like everything kind of play out how it play out. But at the end of the day, Tyron Woodley is a champ. I respect him. It's just after that Maya fight, he was never the same, and we all could agree to that.
The fact that he couldn't knock out Maya, the fact that he was so scared again, took him to the ground, that shows something. We should have seen something there.
His arm, though, remember, he's just taken down. He said, my toma labor in the second round. Yeah. 5 rounds, that's hard.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, it's rough, though. That's how it goes. It hurts me, man, to see that. I don't want to pull it back.
Drop a like, though, man. Subscribe.
Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe, man. It's just, I hate seeing the way brother just fell and he was asleep, man. He was asleep. All right, but I'm not going to out of that. But let's go to the Tyron Woodley side again. Oh, you want to listen to the immediate reaction? What Tyron Woodley got to say about it? Why not? Let's check out the immediate reaction from my brother Tyron. We're just gonna have to go this way. You know what I'm saying?
This dude is crazy.
I'll see what I can do with it, but
this video is brought to you by HeyBoxing.com.
Let's see what he got to say to the people.
Why he got a do-rag on, man? Yeah.
There you go. He took it off.
Oh, he got it on his head. He need to think clearly.
Gabby girl, she sleep. Maybe not the side I shot him in. Can I get a towel or a paper towel of some sort?
Yeah, you can tell he really got knocked out. Look how he's acting.
All right. Yo, I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. If I would not tell you, I'm good. All right. I love you. See you in a little bit. All right. What's up, crew?
Kind of have these talks with your family members, especially after how it went out there tonight.
Normally I would have did that in private, but I feel like after these two roles with Jake, I feel like the production, the media, we kind of family as well. You know, you guys got to know a lot about me. In the UFC, you guys didn't really get a chance to know me. You didn't get to know what I fought for, and that's what I fight for my kids and my family. You got a chance to know Mama Woodley a little bit more. You see the cloth that I was cut from, and the fight spirit that possesses inside of me. And I told you guys I was in shape. I told you I was ready to fight. I told you I was coming, and I told you I would look in better shape than he was. And you know, I did that tonight. So I went back and I looked at it. And I'm like, why the fuck did I drop my hand? I would have both hands up. I was ready. I knew it was coming. I was ready to block overhand, and I don't know if he delayed it. Even if he didn't delay, I don't know why I dropped my hand. And in this sport, it only take one mistake, you know, literally one mistake. I blocked so many shots, and the goal this time around was to extend my punches, to work the body a little bit, to press him a little bit more, to be a little bit more active. I didn't want to let him get 3 rounds ahead and start, you know what I mean, peppering the steak and then me not returning back. So I thought I did a great job of returning back. And I'm not done. Please do not look at me with sorrow eyes. Please not look at me like shaking your head. I done fucked a lot of people up. A lot of people had to have that talk in the locker room. A lot of coaches had to go back to the drawing board. A lot of people in their mind, they knew that they knew that they knew, and I saw it in their faces. It broke their heart when I took that from them. So at some point, we're gonna have to start putting a little respect on Jake's name. You know, I never really disrespected him as a power puncher. That's something we always knew. That's why my defense was so tight. And had he dropped his hand on me,
He been said that though in the previous video.
Know,
Remember, because he was like, somebody after this fight, we gonna have to. So it's for me.
Oh my God, it sound like the same shit. What he said, you gonna really show who you really is.
Nobody's gonna second guess you after this fight. It's not gonna be a long fight. It's not gonna be a short fight. It's gonna be a long fight. Come on, man. He predicted his fate.
Oh, bro. So you think he's rigged?
Didn't I say he's gonna have a good alibi if he gonna like, look, I told you that he was the real deal. He used that as a.
But remember, I told you too. I was like, in his thing, I know it was a little bit different, but at the end he said it. I'm like, he's gonna boost Jake up, and like he's gonna y'all gonna see who he really is. So I'm like, there's gonna be a lot of money made off of Jake, man. And you could and look how he's acting. He's not even heard about the whole entire situation. He's not tripping about nothing. He's like,
I'm gonna be back. Everybody else is lost. I'm like, nobody lost to no YouTuber, my boy.
And supposedly he has I think a 4-fight deal with Showtime. So I'm like, watch him fight a couple bums. He's gonna knock both of them out. It's gonna build up Jake Paul. Look, what he beat Woodley, then knocked him out that second time. Then watch him beat the next couple opponents. Jake Paul kind of succeed, and it's gonna build Jake Paul's name up. I'm telling you, man. There's some bull.
Some bull around the corner.
But he did get caught though. It did look like it was legit. He got
caught. But he knew exactly. So, what did I drop my hand? Like, bro, you knew you dropped your hand. You talking about, you know what's coming. That's like me saying right now. You know, I'm like, I'm about to sock you right now. You can be like, you gonna be like, like the next episode you can be like, hey, that nigga only got me because I knew it was coming, but I just dropped my hand. I don't know what I was doing. Like, you gonna be like, that nigga lying, man.
It be some bull, man. It's all some bull, but it's all right. Willie, now that after watching his press conference, I don't feel as bad for him. Because I'm like, something about that just don't seem right. I'm like, why you taking this loss so well, bro?
I know, like, you knew it was coming. That's why I didn't say, bro, he looked like he ready to lose. Like, you thought I was joking, but I was serious with the joke. Like, bro, he really looked like he over here coming in serious.
I'm like, I've seen him take losses worse than you. Why are you taking this particular loss away? I told you he was going to build Jake Paul. That's a bull, man. But we'll see, man. Does this? So I don't know. I think I got to put up Jake Paul's reaction, whatever it is. But I wonder who he's going to fight next. Should we be interested? You think it's going to be with Showtime? Is this something we even should be talking about? It's even a big deal when it comes to boxing.
I don't even know who his next opponent could be because he keeps going after people that aren't in the boxing. He's not calling out any real boxer. He keep calling out Jose Masvidal and all these MMA dudes. I'm like, he's not focused on. Like, he not gonna call out no Silva. Silva in boxing, call Silva out. He don't want Silva beef.
What if I told you?
You know Silva gonna get that man work.
What if I told you I think Jake Paul beats Silva? I think he knocks him out.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I think he knocks him out. I think Silva's too old for Paul. I think Paul will be able to land.
He beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Then we need to see
beats Julio Cesar Chavez.
Then we need to see that. Then that's the fight we need to see.
I don't want to see that. I don't like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
You don't gotta like him for
The
it to be a
next fight
draw.
is him versus Tommy Fury. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't want to see that though. Tommy Fury ain't proving nothing.
That's the next fight just because he's supposed to be a real boxer. But I think Fury gets knocked out like Woodley. I really do. I'm on the Jake Paul hype train. I'm going to be Jake Paul's biggest fan from here on out. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But let's also let's see if Woodley posted anything. You know, usually when you get knocked out like that, you don't post that.
No, he didn't post nothing.
We can maybe see the story. But you know, Woodley, let's see.
Remember, he went live, but he took it down. So
Did he post that?
recent. That's before the fight for sure.
They probably going there, man.
Fighters at the best. You don't want to see Tyron Woodley washed up and can't fight, and he's fighting that version. I don't want him going out there and making excuses because it was last minute. He was training to fight Tommy. So you guys want the best fight. That's what you pay for. This ain't really boxing, dog. This is entertainment. Boxing is a sport that we're doing, but people paying $59.99 to be fucking entertained. And the best way to entertain is two dudes that saying, fuck it. I'm going to try to fuck you up on Saturday. And I pray he's going to try to do the same thing. And I really mean that. I'm not saying it because it's the smart thing to say. We're trying to say pay-per-view, but I'm going to try to fucking hurt him. I'm really going to try to. And I'm not going to stop until the fight's over with.
I don't know.
Out here exposing the lies.
I know, man. We watching that. I'll be like, now I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll be an extra. I'm like, this shit do kind of seem like it was set up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And Tommy I'm just like, man, it's just, I don't know, man.
And he gonna fight Tommy next. I know. All right. But I got to salute to it. What you thinking? What you thinking tomorrow? What should we do? We should go live tomorrow.
We might hit y'all with a live. We're gonna see how long we out and about, but we're gonna try to give y'all some content on something. So y'all try to stay tuned for that, man.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely. So we got y'all for sure. We're gonna delay because y'all already know birthday weekend we're going up. I'm delaying Fluence Sunday. Fluence Sunday is gonna be next weekend. I'm gonna drop a double header for y'all for Fluence Sunday. And have that lit up. So y'all look out for that next weekend. Tomorrow we're gonna try and hit you with a live. We're probably gonna hit you with a live. We're gonna hit you with a live for sure. I don't know what time. It's gonna be late. Might be late night like this. Might be before, whatever it may be. But y'all look out for it. We got live for y'all, and we got a little something for you probably Monday too. So y'all keep supporting us. We out here. We appreciate everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, be part of the family. Tyron Woodley, man. I love you. Much respect. He was one of my favorite fighters. But I don't know. He was saying a lot of things. It seemed like he was almost letting us know what was going to happen before it happened. Just nobody really knew around. But that's no disrespect to him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it seems. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. But technically it's Sunday, man. So salute once again. Blessings, love, positivity. And we'll get about it here, man.